Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I'm one of your co-hosts on this show, MattyBets, joined as always by BigAL Bets. Oh,
Come on,
sorry,
come on.
BigAL Bettor over there. Don't want to get it wrong and
BigAL
messed
Bettor.
up, you know.
Yeah.
How are we
Don't mess
feeling
up the
today?
Twitter handle. I feel great, man. I feel great. We're about to jump into the AFC North. Why don't you tell people what team we're breaking down, Matt?
Breaking down the Cincinnati Bengals, as you can tell from the middle part of the screen over here.
Who they? Who they say gonna beat the Bengals? Who they?
This is gonna be a really fun video for Big Al over there. He's really high
Come
on.
on.
He's really high on the Bengals this year and
Wouldn't say
every
really
year.
high.
And
Wouldn't say
every
really
year.
high.
I would say
We'll
every
have to
year.
jump into the schedule to really see, how high we really are. But,
We'll see how
I'm
tough
pretty
their
excited
schedule
for
is this year. We'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
where the book has them at the end of it. We'll see where we have them at the end of it. See which way we're kind of leaning towards the betting for the futures and the odds of season totals and stuff like that. Without further ado, you ready to jump into this thing?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
All right, perfect. Week 1 started off hot, home against the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots, we've talked about them ad nauseum at this point. We both think they have a pretty tough season, so we are fading them. So I've got them losing, or winning. The Bengals are winning this game.
Yes, I agree with that. And like you said,
Week 1.
yeah, Patriots were fading hard this year. So whoever
Pretty
they
much.
play against,
Pretty much.
it's pretty much a win for the other team unless it's a bad team. But
Correct.
Week 2, road game against the Chiefs. How are we feeling?
We're probably going to disagree on this one. So, at Kansas City, I think they're going to walk in there and get the job done.
You think so?
Yes. Joe Burrow, he shows up most times, but he definitely shows up for the big games. He wants to play the best teams. He wants to beat the best teams, and he's been pretty successful against Mahomes in his career. So I've got them taking care of business against Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Okay. I'm actually right there with you.
Really?
I like the odds there. Like, Joe Burrow's proven that he can beat Mahomes.
Okay.
So, give me Joey Cool Joe.
Also,
dude.
as we know, Casey's going to be coming off of a tough game against Baltimore.
Exactly. So maybe a little beat up, maybe a little
So a little
tired.
fatigue.
Yep,
Right,
exactly.
right.
Jumping into week 3, home game against the Commanders. Washington comes on over.
Home game against the Commanders. We can't give them an L here. This is a home. It's not the home opener.
Wait, we can't? Don't tempt me. Jaden Daniels, week 3.
You're not taking that.
No, I'm taking the Bengals here to get a win, just like you.
Come on.
If this was a little bit later in the year, then I would think about it. But week 3 for Jaden Daniels, it's going to be a little too early for him to be able to beat a top team
in Cincinnati.
Like the Bengals. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't overthink it, Al.
I'm not overthinking. That's the easiest.
Don't disrespect Jaden Daniels, okay? Week 4, it's a road game against Carolina. They're going to Carolina to play the Panthers.
They're walking in there. They're having a little Panther stew, and they're walking out with a dub.
They're getting a nice meal, and they're leaving. Yes, I agree.
Yep.
That's a dub.
Okay. Let's not overthink it.
Yeah. Week 5, home against the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, this one's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens are going to be really good. I have them losing this one.
You do?
I do.
I have them winning this game against the Ravens.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
I think they... Wait, did I say I had them losing this?
That's what you just said. No, you said winning.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, they win. They defend their home. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they beat the Ravens here. Week 6, on the road against the New York Giants.
Yep, and we both are pretty much fading the Giants this season as well, so I am on Cincinnati again.
I'm also on Cincinnati here. It's a road game, doesn't matter. It's New York. Giants are not that good. They're not going to be that team this year.
Right.
Yep. Easy bet there. Spread might be a little different for that game because it's going to be super high, but we'll see when week 6 comes around.
When we get there. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Week 7, road game against the Browns.
The Browns. I have them losing this one.
Mm-hmm. I am joining you right there.
Okay.
I like them losing against the Browns there.
The Browns this year.
I don't like the Browns, but I'm not as high on the Bengals as you are, and that's the big difference here. Is I'm surprised that you have them taking a loss here.
You say that, yet I have them with 2 losses already, and you only have them with...
Yeah.
So you're higher on the Bengals so far.
Well, fair enough. But we'll see. Jumping into week 8, we don't have to talk about it anymore. Jumping into week 8, home game against Philly.
Yeah, I love Philly this year, but coming to Cincy, they're not going to win that game.
Yeah, I agree. Bengals win that game too.
Okay.
Week 9, home game against the Raiders.
Home game, Las Vegas. book it. They're winning this one too.
They're winning this game. It's a home game against the Raiders. They're in a different tier than the Raiders are this year.
Yep, and a dome team coming outside, traveling.
Yep.
Can't do it.
Yep, exactly.
Can't.
Week 10 on the road, going to Baltimore now.
This one's tough as well. I think they steal this one.
You think they steal this one?
Yep.
I
think
don't.
Baltimore comes to their town and beats them. They go to Baltimore and beat them. I think they're going to split on the season.
No, I think they'll split on the season, but in the opposite way, in the fashion where they win at home, but they lose on the road. So give me a loss here for the Bengals.
Defend home turf.
Yep, exactly. I think Baltimore's just a really tough place to win in. Week 11.
I think, just to pause you for a second, I think taking it my way, which obviously we don't know how these games are going to go, we're all guessing, but if you take it my way, you're going to get better odds because I'm taking the underdog. So I get points. I'm going to be getting points in those games versus needing to cover points.
Yeah, no, I get you. I understand where you're going, but I don't think it's going to happen that way is all I'm saying. Week 11, on the road against the Chargers.
On the road against the Chargers, I think they take the L here.
Okay, I'm giving them a win here. I don't know how you're giving them a loss against the Chargers, but, you do you. It's a road game against the middle-of-the-pack Chargers. It's not going to be... It's not even... Don't even think about it.
I think Chargers are going to play tough. You're going to the West Coast. I just think it's going to be a tough game, and they maybe just drop one, and they're looking ahead to the bye. I don't know.
Okay, well...
Coming off a tough divisional game against Baltimore, too. You got to play the Harbaughs back-to-back. I just think it's tough.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a phone call about, hey, how did you beat Joe Burrow? It's like, oh, this is how I beat him. There you go.
Figure it out. Click.
Yeah, exactly. Week 12, bye week, much needed after the game with Baltimore. If you listen to what Big Al's saying, then yeah, sure. That means, for me, it'd be a loss and a win, then bye week. Week 13, home against the Steelers.
Home against the Steelers, I think they get the job done and they take the dub.
I think so too. Right after a bye week, playing against the Steelers, good defense, subpar offense. I think it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Good win there for the Bengals. Week 14, on the road against Dallas.
On the road at Dallas. This is a tough game. It's later in the season.
I think we're disagreeing here.
I think we are going to disagree here, but I've got them. I've got them heading into Dallas and getting the job done.
Yep, and I'm the opposite. I think they lose. I'm sorry. Dallas is a good team.
Saw that one coming from a mile away.
I did too. That's why I prefaced it with
big Dallas guy. Big Dallas guy.
Not even a little bit.
America's team.
I'm like a one-star Dallas fan. Get it? Cool. Moving on. Week 15 on the road against the Tennessee Titans.
At Tennessee, I don't think we really have to care too much about this.
I don't think so either.
I think they're going to go in there and just dominate them.
I would agree. Yeah. Cool. Week 16. Home game against the Browns.
Home game against the Browns. I've got them taking care of business.
Good. I do too.
Okay.
I want to make sure you weren't that high on the Browns, and you're like, oh yeah, the Browns are going to sweep them this year.
No. I don't think the Browns are sweeping. I think the Browns are going to be good, but I don't think they're going to sweep the Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Browns defense will be good. Sure. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Week 17. Home against the Denver Broncos.
Home.
Broncos come to town
against Denver. I think we're going to be on the same side. I've got them getting the job done on this one.
I do too. I also have them with a win.
Okay.
Cool. Week 18. Last game of the season.
Here we go.
On the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At Pittsburgh. Final game of the year. I'm giving them an L.
I'm giving them a win.
Wow.
I got them sweeping the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to have a really tough time winning their division. Like, not winning their division, but just beating their divisional opponents. It sucks when you have teams like this. Like, you have the Ravens and the Bengals. Like, they're two really good teams. Every year.
They are a very good team.
Yeah, every year.
But
and you're
Smash
not.
Mouth football. The Steelers are tough, dude. They play tough football.
That's fine, but, we'll see. We'll see what Russ is cooking by week 18, but I'm not putting my eggs in that basket.
It might be Justin Fields by then. We don't know.
Yeah, you never know. All right, what does the book have the Bengals going now?
The book has them with the same over-under as the Ravens at 10.5.
Okay, so they have them both tied for the division?
Correct. And you, my friend, Mr. I'm not as high on the Bengals as Al, have them going 14-3.
Well, see, okay, I will say this, okay? I'm not as high on the Bengals as you are. Like, that's real. Let's just get that straight.
You haven't even heard my prediction yet.
But I know that you have lower wins than I do. But you take them to lose games that they shouldn't lose. And you've done that with a lot of teams here. So you say that I'm higher on them. I'm just looking at the face value of, like, they're not losing to this team. And you say, oh, they go, yeah, there's a chance here that they could lose. So don't act like I'm higher on the Bengals.
They're going to split with the Steelers. They're going to split with the whole division.
I think they take care of business when they need to. And when they play against teams that aren't as good as they are. Doesn't matter if they're on the road or at home. I think they're going to win those games. That's just me. But what do you have them at?
I have them at 13-4.
Okay, and I'm at 14-3.
I think we agreed on all the losses. Well, actually, I have them losing to Pittsburgh at the end. You don't.
Yep.
And I have them losing to the Chargers right before the bye, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, did you have? You had Baltimore and Cleveland L's.
Yep.
And then what was your? Was
Dallas.
it Philly? Oh, it's Dallas. Yeah.
In Dallas, Philly comes to them.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
That's
in Dallas. Third. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, so yeah, 14-3 for the Bengals if you're Matt. So you're on the over for the Ravens and you're on the over for the Bengals.
Yep.
And I'm on the over for the Bengals as well. But with the Ravens, I'm kind of right there. I'm kind of right on the number.
Right at the book, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, regardless, like, their schedule's, it's a fun one. They've got a lot of tough teams they play, but not teams that are, like, teams that are their level, not, like, way better.
Well, yeah. They're up there. Yeah, exactly. They're one of the top teams, so it's like you can't really have teams that are way above you. Right. And when you are the Bengals, you have the Chiefs calling card. So it's you have their number, so
historically,
yeah, numbers don't lie, you know. And Big Al does on this show.
And Joe Burrow just ice cold, bro. This guy just goes into assassin Tom Brady. Just got this dead look in his eyes. He's like, I'm just gonna kill you. I'm just gonna I'm taking this game. It's mine.
Well, that's the schedule right there. That's our picks for how the Bengals schedule is going to go and how their season is going to go. We both have them as a playoff team, and I have them on the over. Alan does as well, but it's up to you guys. Let us know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, what your guys' reserves are, and which way you guys are betting this year. If you're betting them as the favorite to win that division, or if you still have the Ravens topping them out as the top. But anything else to add there, Big Al?
Nope, that's pretty much it. I've got the Bengals taking that division, though.
Okay, I'm still going to stick with the Ravens there. But
okay.
I see your argument there. But until next time, we will see all of you guys on our next video.